Hello! There are endless number of reviews, tops and selections of various LEGO sets and minifigure you can find on YouTube, but very few of them cover unpopular topics such as fake LEGO. I will gladly close this gap and introduce you to some really interesting examples. Today I want to show you top 5 fake LEGO figures with unbelievably well-designed futuristic fantasy armor. I'm only going to talk about pure science fiction, so no armor from comic books universes. We'll cover those in a separate video. Let's begin. Number 5. Carrion Soldier from Warhammer 40,000 by Corvid. This is the simplest fighter we will talk about today. He doesn't wear a full life support suit. He has a chest armor, a helmet with a respirator mask, and a backpack for Vox communications. The Carrion Soldier is armed with a plasma gun. Under the armor he wears a regular military uniform. There is nothing futuristic. Anyway, I want to note the good prints of the minifigure and the variability of assembly, which is provided by Chinese manufacturer, because you can assemble a whole squad of such soldiers with different weapons and backpacks. Number 4. Spartan from Halo by Kopf. A much more armored warrior than the previous one, and much stronger physically, but in terms of elaboration this is the weakest figure of the top. He is armed with 2 guns and has chest armor and a helmet with a removable visor. In principle, if this guy had nice printing, a more effective image would obtained, despite more modest equipment. Unfortunately, the prints of the figure under the armor are quite undeveloped, and if you can't forgive their absence on the torso, then the sides of the legs is a complete loss, and it would greatly add to the aesthetics. Summing up all of the above, I can conclude that the figure is not bad, especially considering that there is a Master Chief in this wave, but it feels cheap comparing to other competitors. Third place. Darth Vader from WM Blocks. This guy combines a lot of features from different approaches of creating the image of the figure. So he has hard plastic cape, a plastic lower part of the robe, an outer part of the chest body with additional sculpting and painting, which also creates nice shoulder pads, and finally a helmet, which is like Lego made of 2 unique modes. The lower one for the neck and the upper one for the head. And what is noteworthy, unlike Lego Darth Vader, the lenses of his helmet look forward, not up, and this is an advantage. Vader is armed with lightsaber, there is nothing special here. Under the armor there are magnificent prints that can certainly surpass the Lego ones. The head has 2 facial expressions, so if you want you can assemble Vader using any other helmet and cape. The only 2 flaws I can think of are the limited mobility due to the plastic cape and bulkiness, and the taller height if we compare it to the standard Lego figures. But in this case of a hero like Darth Vader, this can hardly be called a disadvantage. The visual looks incomparable. Therefore, I consider this figure the best Vader figure that exists in terms of price quality. Number 2. Fallout T60 Power Armor from the new brand TT Minifigures. This is the freshest figure in the video, released in summer 2024. The sculpt and design of the armor here are superior to any expensive custom figure, but due to the excellent elaboration and high quality of plastic, its price is significantly higher than that for competitors, around $10. Limited mobility can also be called a disadvantage, especially if the hands are holding this giant machine gun, which is completely unsuitable for mounting in the hands of a minifigure. However, just like in the case of Vader, the figure has a perfect visual. What does T60 armor hide? Under a pair of boots, groin armor, chest armor and a helmet with a movable side is a World Boy. A very nice reference. You probably noticed that I didn't remove the arm armor. The thing is that it's attached through the hand and I don't want to risk damaging it. In any case, for a Fallout fan, would it be series or the game, this is definitely a must-have minifigure. Especially now, when other company was able to release the same mold cheaper and in different colors. First place. Primar Space Marine from Warhammer 40,000 by Corvid. The armor of this figure is very similar in its components to the previous one, and although the detailing of the sculpt here may not be so deep, this figure manages to preserve unique molds. Good painting, high quality plastic and low cost. But that's not all, let's take a look at the armor. There is a pair of boots, a belt, chest armor with a removable aquila, bracers, left and right shoulder pads, a helmet, a power backpack, and under all of this is hidden a Primars with excellent prints. Surprisingly many companies that go well together, but still it's not the end. Today the manufacturer has released several sets of additions to these figures, including various weapons, banners, coats of arms, signs and even motorcycles, which gives you not just a Space Marine figure, but a very customizable Space Marine figure. Moreover, there are other versions of the Space Marines figures if you don't like this one for some reason. Now we looked at the Ultramarines, but in general the manufacturer have already released figures for all the loyal legions, and even for orders such as Black Templars and Blood Ravens, as well as the special unpainted figure, from which you can make a Marine of any legion. All this make it possible to call the Space Marine figures the best creation of Chinese manufacturers today among figures with futuristic armor. this is it for the top. Warhammer figures really surprise with their quality developments. So if you want to see more reviews of minifigures or maybe even action figures from this universe, be sure to write a comment about it, because I have a lot of things to show and tell. So what do you think about the top? Do you agree with the positions? If you have any ideas for other options, provide them in the comments. If this video gets 2 likes, I will make top of the best figures in medieval fantasy armor. But for now, I say goodbye to you. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.